We did not have a lot of support of many countries, but at least we have a belief, and this is enough. Is it enough to you? Was it enough to you in Africa to have a belief without any support to gain your freedom? Yes or not? Yes or not? Back to your grandfather, just ask them. Many of your grandfathers are still alive. You can ask them why they did not give up. What type of support did they have when they became free people? Nothing. Only one thing. They believe of their cause.
Dozens of Palestinians have been killed and others sustained various injuries in the ongoing occupation aggression against the Gaza Strip, which enters its 125th day. While addressing journalists in Abuja, the Palestinian ambassador to Nigeria, Abdullah Shawesh, says the numbers coming from occupied Palestinian territories are totally horrific and as follows.
487 are officially registered as murder, with more than 66,835 wounded and 8,000 still missing under the rubble. 7,000 of the wounded are in desperate need of intensive medical treatment outside the Gaza Strip. More than 1,650,000 people have been displaced in Rafah, which means that the area is now home to majority of Gaza population, making it the densest place in the world. Due to the Palestinian Minister of Health, 340 medical personnel were murdered and 963 others were injured in Gaza and the West Bank during the year. According to the Palestinian Ministry of Education, 4,895 students were killed and 400 schools were subjected to vandalism and destruction during the last 4 months. In the occupied West Bank, and I quote, shocking spike in use of unlawful lethal force by Israeli forces against Palestinians in the occupied West Bank was a title of Amnesty International report published on February 5. Under the cover of the relentless bombardment and atrocity, crime in Gaza, Israeli forces have unleashed unlawful lethal force against Palestinians in the occupied West Bank. Israeli forces use unlawful lethal force, which resulted in unlawful killing of 20 Palestinians, including 7 children. At least 507 Palestinians were killed in the West Bank in 2023, including at least 81 children, making it the deadliest year for Palestinians since the United Nations Office for the Coordination of the Humanitarian Affairs, OCHA, began recording casualty in 2005. Israeli authority, including the Israeli judicial system, have proven shameful and unwilling to ensure justice for Palestinian victims.
Abdullah Shawesh further described the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's statement, defending Israel is essential, so is aiding civilians in Gaza, as a political terminology.
The terminology used in politics has specific meaning, and there is no room for naivety or assuming good faith. Mr. Blinken used different terminology to describe Israeli occupation and the Palestinian question, saying that the best way to resolve the differences between Israel and Palestinians remain the two-state solution. While Mr. Blinken talked about the two-state solution, the United States of America still labeled the Palestinian Liberation Organization as a terrorist organization. Recently, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill on Tuesday, January 30, to expand the ban on entry into the U.S. for officials of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, PLO. It should be taken into consideration that late Yasser Arafat, the chairman of the PLO, signed the Oslo Accord at the White House, and the PLO had an office from that time until 2018 when Mr. Trump closed it. The questions are, If the PLO is a terrorist organization and its members are banned from entering the USA, how can you consider yourself as a master moderator of the peace process? It is quite puzzling and confusing how you will negotiate and coordinate the peace agreement with what you call them a terrorist. Where will these negotiations take place if they will not be able to land at any U.S. airport?
According to the Palestinian ambassador to Nigeria, Abdullah Abu Shawesh, he says, and I quote, "Gaza is an essential part of the occupied Palestinian territories, and we never left the Gaza Strip. There will not be a state in Gaza, and there will not be a state without Gaza." Kindly click on the subscription button and follow us up on every other social media platforms. Patience Zobot for VMAX TV.